Okay, well, hey guys and gals, greetings. This is Chris with MTG Cards and Reviews. So we are going to do a three-way sub battle. The winner of the battle will be taking home basically a double feature from Innistrad and everything inside of it. And so we're going to basically select 3 random subs. These 3 random subs will battle out using basically 3 draft boosters of Forgotten Realms, and then basically they will go ahead and then also have basically a draft booster of Midnight Hunt, Strixhaven, and the set booster of Crimson Vow. So that will be how the packs are basically set up here. Now the way that this works though is the winner will basically be determined by the highest casting mana cost for in the battle. Basically the rares and mythics count. Anything in the list will count, and basically if the rare or mythic, or I suppose if the card in the list is foil, but I don't think any of them are, but any foil, rare, or mythics though count for their costing, their mana cost to cast though, plus the foil version gets a +1. So if it costs 4 to cast but it's foil, then it's a +5. So we're going to actually do this twice. We're going to have 3 people who are randomly going to get selected and do a battle here, and then we will do a second battle which will also feature basically a double feature. Now the only difference is anyone who basically gets pulled out of this round will basically remain out though. It will be whoever is left over that basically didn't get picked, if you will, in this battle, will basically battle out in the second pack round though. So we're going to do this though. This is basically going to be, if you will, basically for the essentially to celebrate the double feature though. This is basically all my subs who have subbed though. I do apologize if anyone subs though after I'm recording this video, because I'm only going by who was basically subbed at the time when I basically pulled this information though. But if you're subbed though, or you sub later, you always have the chance to be included though. Speaking of which though, I am still waiting to hear from a couple of my subs. Nathan Hill, who has a pack sitting that I have not heard from. Mr. Hill, when you see this video, please reach out to me at my email, mtgcards@mail.com, with your mailing information, so that I can get your winnings out to you. The other person who has won, and I have not heard from yet though, and that was Cactus by Death. Also at this point, or Death by Cactus. Also at this point, it looks like just known or going by Cactus. They won in a previous battle that I did earlier last week though. This will be, I won't be doing any more of these for a little bit though. Probably not until you know, at March at this point though, I would guess. I might do like a battle a month though of a random subs though, or especially if there are new sets coming out and I can get my hands on them. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Otherwise we're going to be several minutes in with me continuing to talk for no apparent reason though. And we're going to go ahead and get our first person selected here. If the wheel will spin. And we will write down that person's name. Okay, so our first contestant, if my pen will decide to write, and I'm making something a little more firm to write on though than the basically the sheet of basically that I've got here. So we will grab something that will allow me to write a little better. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe my pen will work. There we go. Archangel Elf is our first battlist. The first two will compete. I'm just going to go ahead and put this over here. Okay. So you're going to be removed because you're in the battle. We're going to go ahead and get our second contestant. Our second contestant who will be coming up to battle is going to be MTG. Nope. Editor J. Alright, so Editor J is going to be in this battle. Alright, we need one more contestant for this particular go-round. And who will be joining you? Alright. Looks like Minty Magic MTG will be our third contestant. Okay. Alright, so we have our three contestants that will be battling it out. We are going to go ahead and move the wheel off to the side because we won't need that here. What we do need is basically our packs. Our packs. Alright. So, let's see if you guys can see the packs. Bring those into view here. There we go. Alright. Okay. So, we're going to open up basically each person's sets here. Excuse my hand. Trying to basically get this so they can actually see what's going on here. So let's go ahead. We'll zoom out a little more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got first up is Archangel. We're going to open up the basically just as they're appearing here, the drafts, and get their total. I will be then sending out the rares, the mythics, list cards to each of the people who are battling here, and then after that, after we get the winner, like I said, we will then go ahead and open up a double feature for the winner. So flip this over and zoom back in. Alright. So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up, just try to make this easier though. Okay. So hopefully the lighting and stuff will work. And alright, so we're just going to go ahead and quickly go through the commons, get to the uncommons. We've got the Trickster's Talisman, Dry Rider, the Ingenious Smith. We've got a Mythic. We've got the Grand Master of Flowers for 4. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, got a foil in the back though. Layer of the Hydra for a foil. Rare, which basically will count as 1 point. And there's the island. Okay, so I'm going to sit down real quick here. And we will write down 5. As I mentioned, rares and mythics, basically the casting cost is what counts. The list card counts, but if either a rare or mythic is in foil, it's going to count for an additional point. So next up is our Midnight Hunt Draft Booster. So when I'm doing this, I'm doing it off the basically the big table. Alright, so we're gonna save that though. Treasure token. There is our island. That doesn't count, but it will be included. And I guess we're right to our rare. It is Sigardian Splendor for 4. And then our uncommons, Purifying Dragon, Breed Survivor, and the Gavinor Dawn card. And then our commons. Okay. So we picked up 4. And we'll move on to a Strixhaven draft booster. Right, if this will open. There we go. Okay, alright, so I'm just going to go right through the comments here. Since the comments don't really count for anything. Spell Satchel, Mage Hunter, and we've got Ruth the Merciless Artist. Our next card is going to be a rare. It is going to be the Flam Scroll Celebrant, which counts for 2. And our Mystical Archive is a rare, and it is Counterspell, and that counts for 2. So that is an additional 4 more points. So that puts Archangel at 13. Now we move over to Editor J and his first pack. So again, oh, maybe I wasn't showing everything. At least it was not my intention. Oops, something's peeking in the back there. Drider, Hunter's Mark, Ingenious Smith. We got Hive of the Eye Tyrant which is 0. And then we've got a Cave of the Frost Dragon in foil. That will count as 1. So we got 1 for Editor J with basically the foil Cave of the Frost Dragon. We will move on to our Midnight Hunt draft, and if it will open. This is why I prefer to generally sit, is because I have a hard time standing for long periods of time and not moving. Walking is fine. Standing on the other end is different. Then we jump right to Rim Carlos the Stalwart Slayer for 3. And that is going to be it. So that brings Editor J to a total of 4 at the moment. And we got our Strixhaven pack next. Now the lands I'm including though from the Crimson Vow Midnight Hunt, just because they are basically neat lands, and depending on your preference though, you may appreciate them or not. That's entirely on your opinion. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we've got a, as much as I would like to do this standing up, I'm going to have to sit down. We'll just have to zoom in. The Archway Commons. And that Quadex Campus. Alright, Decisive Denial. Hall Monitor. The Unbridled Juke. Oh, okay. Unbridled Juke, okay. Alright, so we got a rare next. Poet's Quill 2. And a Divine Gamut. You get a foil, but it's common. Lightline Invocation. And then our token. Okay, so 2 more points for Editor J. And we will move over to Minty Magic, who is our next person in this battle. Stand up again for a minute. Trying to figure out which basically works better. I think, you know what, I think you guys are going to have to accept that I have to sit down. Just basically how it is, though. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of run through the commons though. Since they don't count. Wild Shape. The Grim Wanderer. rally maneuver. Okay, what do we got? We got a rare here. It's a green one. Ooh, Ranger class. 2 points for Minty. And then we got an uncommon foil. We got our lands. And our token. Okay. So, everything kind of sorted again here. Draft booster for Minty from Midnight Hunt. And flip it over. Which we got our token and our blank card. And we got Stolen Vitality in the foil. Then we got Fodric Astral Archmage for 3. And then we've got their uncommons and our commons. Okay. Alright, so we got 3 more for Minty. Alright. Strixhaven's next. And then as soon as we complete this, if this pack will open, we will go over the point total and who stands where. Alright. Okay, I think we're getting to the good stuff here. Alright, so we've got our uncommon. Got a spear, got a clever luminancer. We've got solve the equation. Our next card is going to be a rare. We've got Dragon's Guard Elite for 2. And our uncommon Mystical Archive. And then our token. Our Mystical Archive seems awfully... Huh. So, that feels thicker though than the other cards. Okay, so we've got 2, 3, and 2 is 5 for Minty. And for Editor J, we've got 2 and 3 is 5. 1 is 6. And that's 6 for Editor J. Archangel has 2, 4, and 4 is 8. And 1 is 9. 9 and 4 is 13. Okay. Alright, so at this point though, basically Archangel is basically in the lead. Comes all down to the set booster packs here. So we will go ahead and keep going. Start with basically Archangel here, since that's who we started with first. Right, so, yep, we'll basically go ahead and get in here. I will say that while, basically the CMC, so, a couple of notes here while we're going through this pack here though, real quick. We're going to put the art card over here. There is a foil swap. It will not count though, but it does basically get into, obviously, basically the winnings. So what I was going to say is basically is that everyone who participates or randomly got selected though, I mean in this battle, it is basically just that though. Everybody wins here. You guys get I'll be mailing out rares, mythics, basically the lands though, like the foil swamp that I showed though, that sort of thing. If there's anything basically in particular that in the uncommons and commons that you're looking for, let me know. If you saw it, I will be happy to include it though. Since this basically is a sub battle though, everyone who basically gets randomly selected, if you will, basically it wins. There's nobody who's effectively lost anything, since this was basically a battle between my subs, so randomly chosen on my end. Just a little way that I will basically to give back to the community though. Alright, so what do we got here? So yeah, basically, of course, you know, my information is below if you want to reach out to me. We got a rare here. We've got Dorothea, Vengeance, or Vengeful Victim. That will be 2. An uncommon foil. And no list card. Okay, so that's 2 more for Archangel. That puts him at 15. Editor J's at 6. And Minty Magic's at 5. So they still could catch him. Basically, you know, find a couple of cards though, big cards, that basically have a high casting cost. So I was going to say, I like the casting cost because it basically it makes it easier to really manage though. And since this basically isn't like a box break though, or a paid battle, it basically makes it easier as well. I will say that if you guys want to, you know, my information's below. If you guys want to get into and do a box break, I'll be happy to see what we can do on that though. I will be happy to look at basically doing other battles as well. If you want to sponsor a battle though, that's fine as well though. Whatever you guys want to do, want to see, reach out to me. mtgcards@mail.com. My contact or mailing information is also in the description below, and I will certainly be happy to discuss anything. Of course, as well, you will find my Patreon information below. Okay, we got the art card here and the lands. I will send the art cards out though. We're going to go ahead and basically just kind of get to the good stuff here. Oops. There's a Witness the Future and Thirst for Discovery. We got Bloodsworn Squire. Now, yeah, so I mean, I look at it this way. Everyone who's involved in this battle, everyone who's one of my subs though, that has a chance to be randomly selected into one of these battles, basically, you're all winners though. You are all winners to me, though, and that is why, you know, basically when I do these battles right now, essentially you get the cards that that basically came out of the packs that were in your battle. Though the only one who gets basically is getting something extra, though, is the person who had the highest casting mana cost. We got a mythic here for Editor J. We got Toxrill, the Corrosive, which basically is going to give him a 7. 7 more to his score. And a foil, and basically a token. Okay, so 7 more for Editor J. Alright, and that brings us down to Minty Magic. And basically the last battle. So, as it stands, right now it looks like that this is going to... Well, that wasn't really helpful. Okay. Yeah, that was my mistake. I should have held that basically from view for a bit. We've got a Parasitic Grasp. Another uncommon here, we've got the Brine Comber. And we got a common. And another common. We got a rare. What do we got? We've got the Ascendant Pack Leader for 1. And then we've got the Blood Hypnotist foil and the token. Okay, so that is only going to be... Alright, so final score, Archangel finished out at 15. Editor J got 13. Almost caught up. Minty, I don't know what to say, Minty. It just wasn't your basically day in this battle, though. You managed to get 6, but again, like I said, everyone is, in my view, is a winner. And what you get here, though, and I will say that that is basically a really neat card, the Ranger class. So, since that makes Archangel our winner, we will go ahead and open up a double feature for Archangel. Again, I'll ship the rares and mythics, though, and we'll be concluding this battle. We'll be back for a second battle. So there is something I will say. I am going to say is that basically 2 things. One is whoever actually has the while this is overall in these 2 battles, whoever has the lowest score between the 2 contestants, or between the 6 contestants, 2 battles, will win the Crimson Vow box topper. And whoever actually has the overall winning score, though, will get a Zendikar pack. Again, rares, mythics, that sort of thing. So if I keep talking again, this is going to be a long video, and I still have to do the other one. So let's get in. I'm going to stand up here after I open up this pack, just so that you guys have a good chance seeing what's in here. And before I do that, I'm going to move those cards up there and there. All right. Aim for the head. Wretched Throng. Nurturing Presence, Corpse Cobble, the Dreadhound, got a wild or a vile spawn spider, the infestation expert, got a rare. We've got the Ghoul Colors Harvest, and another rare, Path of Peril, and then we've got the Bounding Wolf. Okay. Alright, so that is basically it though for the battle. So I appreciate you guys joining in here and taking a look to see what we came up with. Basically at this time though, I will need to have Archangel and Editor J and Minty Magic get in touch with me with your mailing information. Now, I may have some of your information though, but basically, yeah, just reach out to me though and let me know what you want to do. Archangel, let me know what you want though, because if you want the basically the other cards though, or any of the other cards, I'm going to include basically those. So, alright, well guys, appreciate it for tuning in. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. My information's below, and the second battle will be recorded and coming up here in a few moments. Have a good day. And